good evening. We are back with some more trucking. Different night, same madness. Carrying on our journey from where we got to last time, which was all the way down here in Plovdiv, that's something, that place. And going to make our way today round to Pernik, but just realised that on the way we could try and go down here, because what can possibly go wrong with that? A nice little wiggly road. And hello, Liam. And then after Pernik, maybe we'll head up the west side of the map then. But there's all these bits in the middle we haven't done either. So maybe do Pernik and then back down the A1, because we never did that last time. We'll see. We'll get to Pernik first and worry about it. I am in the MAN TGX with a 520 engine pulling 67 tons of loco, so that's going to go well. I'm joined by the man on my right by Larwood. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever the hell time it is with you, Larwood. You have 20 tons of used sporks. Well, because you've got to recycle, I suppose. What it's wasteful? It's a spork. I've actually got a couple of sporks downstairs. And to the right of Larwood, it's Roxy. Good evening, Roxy.
Good evening, Steve.
And what are you hauling?
I am carrying 19 tons of oil today.
So that's like a third of the weight. So far, my load doesn't add up to the total weight of you and Larwood. Also with us, who's pulling in there to do something, is Blinky. Good morning, evening, Blinky.
Good morning, evening. And I have, what do I have? I have used packaging, 20 tons of it.
So, okay, so between you three, you've got 60 tons of cargo. Mine weighs more than that. You're all lightweights.
Well,
Okay.
Stop eating so much.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah. Right, so we are ready to go. So we'll go down to that quarry or wherever it is, down past Perdop. We'll attempt to get down there first. I might get down there. I won't get back up again. And then we'll try and get to Pernik. So, inside the TGX, Larwood is going. Evening, Ben. And 5 months. Thank you very much, Roxy. That's awesome. I think you better go in front of me, because I'm going to be, quite a way behind after about the first 4 minutes.
Right.
And then Blinky's hiding around the corner.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is something we do regularly, once a week, generally on a Friday, although tonight recording this on a Saturday night. Yeah, sometimes a few more of us than this, and maybe joined along the way by some others as well. But generally a bit of a Friday night chill out. So if you watch this on YouTube and you want to join us for this, then we do post in the Discord server where we're going to be, what sort of trucks they are, and what time we're starting.
Oh.
See, I always do that as a thing now, Roxy. As soon as I get in, no matter what time of the day it is, I just put the lights on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, so yeah, so 520 engine pulling 67 tons of loco. This is going to go well. And already they're getting away from me. So I'm doing 15 miles an hour up this hill. When I went to pull up back up to the load, I thought, shall I? Am I going to regret that? Well, if need be, I'll just change it at the first destination. Good job, I stocked up on my beers, says Liam. Indeed. The only alcohol I have in the house is the bottle of Jack Daniels that's been there about 3 years. No pubs open for about 2 months. Yeah. Could be longer than that as well.
It was close.
So I do now wonder what all these teenagers and the like that are normally out clubbing every Friday and Saturday night, I wonder what they're doing.
What are you doing, Roxy? Would you hit a barrier?
People going around the roundabout the wrong way.
Yeah.
If they were Brits,
I
you'd
didn't see
understand.
anybody.
In front of Larwood.
Yeah. Oh, that turkey. The one that went through the red light before.
Well, we don't do that?
Left, and then turn left.
Well, not when there's other people waiting at a green light.
Oh, no, well, there you go. It's not bad when it gets going, this, with this weight on it. It's just stopping.
Turn left.
Yes, people will be panic buying beer now because they can't drink for 2 months. Yet again, all the supermarkets have said that they've got plenty of supplies.
Keep right.
Oh, yeah.
Then turn
The
right.
same here. Got plenty of food. We're not going to run out of food. It's just we can't stock the shelves fast enough.
Yeah.
And we haven't got enough delivery drivers to deliver all the stock that we keep going through. It's been as busy as Christmas week.
Oh, I tried to book a home delivery thing for my parents. And you log in, they go, are you, over retirement age, blah, blah. Yes. Looked at delivery slots. The latest they go up to is the 10th of April, and there was nothing, not one slot between now and the 10th of April.
Yeah.
So,
It's,
well, what's the point of that then?
Some places up north, the supermarkets have actually cancelled deliveries. Some have been cancelled because they haven't got enough delivery slots.
Hi, SimHub. So yes, playing some copyright-free, well, hopefully copyright-free bit of background chill-out music, because that's the only thing that generally stops us putting this on YouTube. Well, sometimes the language can get a bit fruity, but I can put it on YouTube with a 18+ warning.
Exactly.
You got Lego and bog roll. Bring it on. You did. I saw the picture, Sam. You had Lego delivered by Argos and bog roll delivered by Tesco. Sam's happy.
Just don't get the two mixed up.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you stub your toe on Lego. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
How are you today? Other than the world is going mad. Well, yeah, we won't talk about too much of that, but we will get through. We'll come out of this the other side, which is why, again, I'm putting this on YouTube to give people a bit more stuff to watch.
I'm a bit peeved about my government-backed retirement plan, though. It's now worth $1,000 less than what's been put into it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know where the UK government's going to get all this money from, but I suppose that's...
Out of thin air.
Turn left.
Well, they don't even know how much it's going to cost all up.
No, they can't. Until people start claiming the money, they don't know what it's going to cost.
And how long it's going to last for. Yeah, that's the other thing, too.
Great train sim video on Wednesday on YouTube. I loved it. Oh, that was a 1950s one, wasn't it? Yeah, I enjoyed that. And why can't I see your stream? It's all black. That's your end. My end is absolutely fine. The preview is absolutely fine. Might be worth restarting your device or restarting your internet. And Liam's going to Morrison's. Well, it's probably a good thing if people just get back to normal shopping routine, which I think will happen over the next couple of weeks. When people realise that, oh, hang on a minute, there is stuff on the shelves. We don't need to hoard. And it'll just go back to normal. People just go...
People realise we don't need any more, we've got enough
Yeah.
for the next 6 months.
So, I think it will go back to normal.
No, I'm not going down there. Except now, it's fine.
Evening Chaos, how are we doing?
Keep right. And then turn right.
I know these lights are red, but I'm checking the nav to make sure no one's coming. And if I stop in this thing, I'll never get going again. And I've already... Oh, they are still on tab. Well, two of mine now. I've lost one. You watched the Fernbus video yesterday. Of course, yesterday was Friday, wasn't it? Yes. You did restart, but it's still the same. It's unfortunately, it is your end. I'm watching the stream preview over Google, and it's absolutely fine. No one else is having an issue.
Turn right.
Yep, I'm watching it as well. In cab. while
Yeah,
driving.
it'll be fine once selfish people realise they don't need 200 packs of Andrex. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Well, they've got 200 packs of Andrex and they don't need any more.
exactly. So yeah, I think over the next week or couple of weeks, people's panic buying will get back to normal.
Yeah, sort of thing.
It's, you know, people then realising that they've got to change things slightly. You know, don't go on public transport. Don't make a journey that you don't need to make. You know, you can't go to pubs and clubs and restaurants anymore, which is unfortunate for those businesses. But by doing what we've done, it'll hopefully stop the spread. So,
Yeah.
all being well, in 2 or 3 months' time, we'll be sat here going, well, we survived, we got through, and here we are out the other side.
They've closed all the council-owned community centres and libraries and pools and all that stuff where large numbers of people together, so they've done that. And we've got 59 cases, 53 cases at the moment.
Where are we heading? I can't remember. Pernick?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds right. Begins with a P.
To the
There's a quarry
Quarry
first. And yes, we will pull through, we always do. And you're right, Liam, the elderly. I said my parents are 89 and 92. And I'm having to stop them from going out. So
yes,
and,
mum and dad.
and it's
both
tough
73,
getting
they
shopping
go out.
for them. Because you can't get home deliveries because they're all booked up. So it's, yeah, people being selfish is stopping people that actually can't get out anyway and need those home deliveries. So it's a shame. But we will get through. I'm actually cutting back on what I'm eating, which is probably a good thing, actually.
Come to see my folks on Friday. I said if there's anything you need, let me know, I'll pick it up. Saturday.
You went into Aldi the other day and all the mayonnaise had gone. Yeah, it's probably just not the mayonnaise, I'd imagine. It is random stuff that people are just bulk buying.
Oh, here's pasta, rice, tin food, like spaghetti and baked beans and stuff. Bog roll. And flour.
Well, people are baking now, aren't they? People are thinking, okay, I can't buy the food. I'll bake
go and bake it.
cakes. I'll bake, you know, pastries and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's something to do. It's like, as well as Young Pineapple in our Discord has been doing. He's been with his grandma baking cakes. So it's
Oh yeah, and
it's something else to do. Yeah.
Exit now.
But they're still pretty chickens, so.
I feel sorry for parents with, you know, teenagers that are normally out roaming the streets, and now you've got to say, you're not going out. It's okay for the Xbox generation, I suppose. They'll just sit there and play Call of Duty for the next 6 months.
Yep, which they have been because it's the most popular game at the moment.
Yeah. So
That and maybe Modern Warfare.
Roblox has been falling apart because there's so many people playing it.
yeah. Well, a lot of people on here tonight. Even a guy in Audi as well got bollocking for buying too many tins. This is on the same. Yeah. Well, again, a lot of supermarkets now are restricting due to 3 items. They're opening earlier. Well, they're closing. They're shortening their day now, so it's like 8 till 8, and so they can stock the shelves. And they're having the first hour of the day for the elderly, etc.
Oh shit! No, it's supposed to turn down there. Damn it!
Tesco's has now said that they'll open out earlier on a Sunday for NHS workers to go
What's
in
it?
and browse. So, you know, the supermarket's trying to do what they can. But,
See what happens when you follow me.
oh. I saw a post today that said you should just lock up all the trolleys. Just put baskets. So you can only buy what will fit in your basket. And that's all you need for a couple of days. Oh yeah, I'm pretty convinced there are millions of people trying and failing to bake a loaf of bread for the first time in their lives. I would be a nightmare with that. Yeah, unfortunately, for the next couple of months, unless things do calm down, you won't be able to do a normal shop. Going to Pleven. I can't remember, Manly, and I can't stop because I'll never get started again. Evening, Johnny.
We're going to Perdop.
There we go,
Up
Perdop.
the Wiggly Road, and then to Pernick.
There we go. So I'm approaching Perdop now.
So don't go the wrong way like I did twice.
Ah, he's located us on the ETS map. Oh god, we're being spied on. So maybe, so what I'm going to try and do from Monday night is I might try and stream every day for the next couple of weeks. So maybe we'll have a couple of nights a week of trucking. So if people want to join us, we'll do it a couple of times a week. And obviously there's a couple of nights a week of flying at the moment, and you maybe fit in some other content as well. Well, again, SimHub, I'm putting out a video a day now, which is why this is going on YouTube. So there's a video a day going out on the channel, just to try and give people a bit more stuff to watch. Okay, so turn right here. Purdley Boo, yeah, indeed.
Ooh.
Get ready to turn left.
That should be control of this road.
So turn left down there. So hopefully this road doesn't get too wiggly or steep.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh.
Turn right.
Because if you weren't here at the start, my load on its own weighs more than all of the loads that those three are towing combined. Which, you know, I normally am at the back, but, you know, just saying.
Ooh.
I've still got Roxy on tab. You need to join us. Well, as I said, if you check out the Discord, we do post on there when we're going to be doing it and what time. And so I'll try and plan over the next couple of weeks, maybe do a couple a week. But I'm playing on Red Dead as well as watching your stream. Awesome. I do need to play that. I've got it on the Xbox, but I've played it for about 20 minutes so far. So there's a few multiplayer games I want to try and bring in. We'll definitely organise some more Transport Tycoon, because that's free and really addictive. So we'll do a multiplayer of that one night. So we'll do a couple of nights of trucking. Flying generally be on a Wednesday and obviously a Sunday afternoon. So yeah, we'll work something out in the next couple of weeks. I'm fairly new to the game, but played it for like 18 hours over the past 2 days. Wondering what's the purpose of buying your own trailers. So you can haul loads from the freight market. So there are different types of loads you can have. So you can have a refrigerated trailer, you can have a box trailer. And if you wanted to do your own paint job or use a skin that you've put on yourself, you can just keep the truck and trailer looking the same.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, I'll put it on YouTube. Yes, I want to try and put as much content that we're doing on multiplayer on YouTube so people can see what we do, what we get up to, and hopefully encourage people to join us. And yes, Sam, definitely Wreckfest. That is going to happen because that is great fun. Maybe a bit of Wreckfest with some Assetto Corsa or something, which is okay for an hour. So it might be we'll move some trucking around, so do trucking on a Saturday as we are now, and a bit of Wreckfest on a Friday. Wreckfest rocks. Oh, it's hilarious. But we'll see. I'll try and sort out a schedule over the next day or so, and again we'll post on the Discord server when plan on doing what in multiplayer. But I would like to stream every night if I can. Do I still play Grid? No, God, I haven't played that for ages.
You didn't know neither have I.
Again, one of the things I'm doing on YouTube, which I recorded one for today, is Throwback Thursdays. So every Thursday, I'm going to be putting out some content that maybe I haven't played in a while, or something that went on a random Sunday and only looked at once and haven't gone back to. So going to go back and have a look at some of those games again. Forza Horizon 4 is another one that I'd like to do some more of, because that was brilliant fun. GTM 9, thank you very much for the follow. So yeah, so there's plenty of stuff for people, you know, maybe struggling for something to get involved in, struggling for something to watch. Then by doing some multiplayer to get people joining in, we'll certainly arrange some of that. You know, certainly some flying, and trucking's easy. Even if you've got to do a couple of back to basics streams, as we did a few weeks ago. So if people haven't got any DLC and just got the base game, you can still join us for a bit of a hoon around the UK.
Oh, waiting for a promo to come back out though.
Yeah.
It's in beta testing at the moment, well, bug fixing at the moment, so not too far away.
Okay, this is a bit of a hill. This ain't doing too bad so far. Don't think I'm that far behind you guys. Still got Roxy on tab, which I don't normally have in most streams at this point, unless Roxy's fallen over somewhere.
No, I'm just taking my time, to be honest. It's a bit of a windy road, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you make more money with your own trailer overall, or would you say I should focus on normal freight first? I'd say focus on normal freight first. If you're starting from scratch, I earn enough money doing jobs for other people. Well, I actually did a series, shameless plug, on starting from scratch in ETS2. So earn enough money in normal jobs to buy your own truck, and then keep doing jobs in that without upgrading it, which is what I did. So you can buy a second truck to employ someone else. I then gave him my first truck, and then I kept the second truck and upgraded that so I can get better jobs. And basically, just every time you can afford to buy another truck and another driver, do that and upgrade one garage to get to 5 drivers. And then by that time, money should slowly be increasing.
And you can just buy a ton load of trailers and give them the trailers as well.
Yeah.
That's good.
I enjoy ETS more than American Truck. Well, again, there's a video coming out that I did in American Truck soon, and I do forget how nice American Truck looks, but I do prefer ETS. And
that's why I used that. When I'm playing single player, I used the graphics mod because it makes it look ETS looks so much better.
Mm. And my 626 route in OMSI was confusing the other day. Well, that's most of my OMSI videos, isn't it? Oh crap, that's slightly off-road. Wow, this is twisty. No one down here though. No one's passed me going the other way yet.
No, there's nobody here.
I've got an extra 2 garages now, 6 extra drivers and trucks. Currently paying off my loans. Probably going to upgrade my current truck. Wait till I'm max level and then buy the best Scania truck. Oh, you'll never get to max level. Could someone help you learning to do a flight? If you post something in the Discord server in the flight section, I'm sure we'll be more than happy to help you. After an hour, you'll find me ready. Just need to wait for the queue. Yeah, there's a lot of people on here tonight, Manly.
Turn left.
And you're level 25. That's pretty good. It's a shame with these roads. You always come down these sort of roads and it's dark, so you can't really see much. Where is this on the map? Plovdiv. So it's the Road to the Black Sea DLC. And I've never been down here before, but do realise now that when we get down the other end, we've got to turn around and come back again.
Oh, so yeah. At least there's a nice big space to get around.
You use FSX and get confused how to fly a plane properly. Depends on what sort of flying you want to do. I'd start with GA stuff. So learn how to fly the plane
Oh, yeah.
and get yourself in level flight. Practice takeoffs and then landings. And Jury on YouTube. Thanks so much for the follow. What would you say are the best DLCs to buy first? Scandinavia.
Mm-hmm.
For this. Without a doubt. Because it looks flipping awesome. And there's some really nice roads. Italy's nice. This I'm really liking, actually, for the trips we did around it last week. But I should imagine there'll be some sales. I don't know if anybody spotted what SCS did on Twitter today. They sent a tweet out saying, if you're bored, why not do some trucking? And put in their tweet, I think it was 8 or 10 codes for each game.
Yeah, that was quite cool. Which is probably all gone now.
Well, they went within minutes of the tweet going out, but I thought, what a
Yeah,
great
'cause it-
gesture.
It was fantastic. Because I saw the tweet and was like, what the hell is it? Oh.
But again, this is one of those games that for the cost of it, I don't know why everyone just doesn't have it. Because when it's on sale, it's about £3. Okay, it's the DLCs where they're making more money than the base game. But the standard trucks are brilliant. Even the base game gives you enough map to keep you amused for a long time.
Yeah, and then you can get pro mods and even do that in multiplayer as well. And
Yeah, pro
coming
mods.
up to Easter shortly, so the DLCs will be on special most likely, apart from the latest one.
Pro mods is obviously free and adds a hell of a lot of map.
A good quality map too. They do a really good job of it.
Do you like Utah in ATS? I can't even say I remember it as a DLC. Which that probably says something. There have so far been none of the American DLCs that have made me go, wow, that's fantastic.
Washington's not too bad.
Some of the logging roads and that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so there we go. So we made it to here.
Okay, let's find a new route.
So I'll twiddle it round. In ETS 2 we need a better UK. Pro mods then. Pro mods UK is a lot better.
Oh, the London's brilliant.
And yeah, London is really, really smart.
And big.
Right, so I'm guessing Manly's going to join us in wherever it is we're going. If someone can drag him into chat, if anyone's got the ability to.
Thank you.
There's someone else here as well. Right then, once this guy comes in then, we can depart and make our way back down that road we just came up. You do use pro mods, but it's meaning from SCS. I think updating UK is probably on their horizon eventually, but I can't see it being a thing for now. Oh, race out the gate.
It's a race, it's a race. Oh,
Well, maybe.
So you get stuck on the gate. Is that what happened?
Turn right.
Okay, and back we go. Yeah, Spain I think will be the next big map.
Because they're doing the whole Iberian Peninsula.
Yeah. But whether they'll do that as one.
Portugal down the bottom isn't very big, so.
No.
Oh, there's a lot of people coming this way.
Oh, great.
Coming this way? Go this? Yeah, coming this way.
probably timed that right then.
Yeah.
Us same trailers as the other guy who tuned up.
So they're in a bit of a convoy. So he's their version of Larwood then. He's got there about 12 hours for everybody else.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do Spain and Portugal together. I reckon Portugal will be separate.
Ooh, don't anybody come around this corner too fast. You fucking idiot. You idiot.
Yeah, I've got blue dots going towards me now. Trying to stay as far over to the right as I can.
Just said to avoid one guy coming around the corner.
Oh, that's a lot of dots.
It's a race. It's a race.
Yeah, Loud's just powered ahead of me, so that's fine.
Going on 4 wheels.
Yeah, them Sados doing it all professional.
Nice trailers, though.
Yeah, it's called Iberia. Also, it could be Portugal and Spain.
Yeah, yeah. I just, like I said, Portugal's not very big, so it doesn't take much to head it to the bottom of the map.
Right, so make our way back up to the main road. But it is a shame
So
it's
what?
dark.
What's the next destination?
Oh, crap. I might fall over slightly.
Oh,
I was thinking about
Stick
running
your
out of fuel. I filled it up before we left. How could this thing have run out of fuel already? Yeah, I'd be on my side there.
so where is it we're going, Steve? Merely asked.
I can't remember. Hang on. No,
Yeah,
I'm playing
'cause
the
you can never
radio now. God, hang on. It's all going wrong.
Before.
Total service. Do you think they're working on ETS 3? I think there's a lot more scope left in ETS 2. Oh, sorry, which man am I driving? It's the TGX. Oh God, it's going to play music now.
We're going to Punic. There you go.
Thank you.
So I've
Let's just stop me truck better look.
yeah, they've got to tab out of. Oh, come on, game. Oh, I've lost my trailer. Right, I've got to stop the music now as well because it's playing that. I can't remember which button I've got mapped. And it's one of them starts the radio.
I haven't got one map for that.
Right, where am I? Oh, it's not put me far. That's not too bad. I just got to find the load now. Yeah, as Larwood said, working on 3. Why would they do that when all the DLC is for 2?
Yeah. And you're gonna upgrade the graphics engine and stuff anyway, so.
Right, let's go and try and find another load.
And I mean, it would make sense to make a game before the next generation consoles are out.
No.
Imagine how much of a hit this,
Oh, yeah,
this would be if it ever came onto console.
Which they're looking at some point, but it's not their priority.
Okay, where's the... Oh, down there.
I think the thing is too that because they've got their own engine, they don't have to pay licensing fees to anybody.
No, it's true. Okay, so let's take the cable reel then. Yeah, Train Sim World crippled itself by going onto console. Yeah, it does limit it somewhat.
Uh-huh.
Although I've got the Rapid Transit for Train Sim World I need to have a look at. I like Train Sim World, but it's just not as good as Train Sim.
No, routes are too short.
Yeah.
Time to get the job done.
Wrong
And there's no
question.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lauren. Blinky.
So, it's alright.
I was just going to ask, when you're playing multiplayer ETS, does the higher drivers still do their jobs, or is it only in single player?
Yes, as far as I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Good question.
Yeah, I don't see a notification coming up when you're multiplayer.
No. Yeah, because
Oh,
I've got drivers driving all over the
Larwood
pro
said-
mods, so.
Larwood said they do.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And yeah, Sam says Rapid Transit's the best DLC. Yeah, I've got it to review, and need to do that. What do people think of the Dovetail Games Class 89 DLC? Don't know. Not tried it.
Unless it's on special, probably overpriced.
Yeah. Do you prefer ETS or ATS? ETS. For me, anyway. I don't know about the other guys.
Yeah, no, I prefer it. Don't mind doing ATS every now and then.
I do prefer the parking locations in ATS, much like more challenging spots and more variety, I think.
Yeah, ETS for longevity, ATS for looks, says Sam.
But then again, like I said, you know, when I'm playing single player, I use next gen, oh, not next gen, it's natural lux, which just makes it look so good because it's replaced all the plant textures, all the skyboxes, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, so you can make it look really good in single player.
Yeah, road textures, all sorts of stuff. Great.
Turn left.
Oh, that's a bit of a barrier. I hope they're going to both open. Yes, they are. Thank you. Yeah, I have got one of the BR heavy freight pack or something I've got as well to have a look at for Train Sim World. I've not really done anything with the trains in Train Sim World. I've just gone with the routes. Right, so let's make our way then to where the others are going. Train Sim 2020 multiplayer. Well, again, we've discussed this on streams and stuff in the past, that if there was a multiplayer train sim, it would be flipping fantastic. Obviously, if you run a red light, you get kicked. Simple. But to have multiple trains on a route, it can't be that hard. If you do it with trucks, why can't you do it with trains? So you can only drive the trains that are certain spaced out on the route. So someone else will be driving the train in front of you. If they stop too long, or just decide to stop, you have a period of time, a bit like you do in ETS, where if you don't move, you get kicked. So if you stop outside a station, you get kicked. If you run a red light, you get kicked. I think that could be awesome, to know that you're driving in Train Sim and there's someone else driving a train that's coming towards you. You know, driven by a real human. That could be brilliant. And they do it in OMSI. Well, you've got the bus company thing in OMSI, which you don't see the buses in front of you, but you see them on the little map, which is sort of a bit meh.
Which is what they did in Bus Sim 18. At least you could see your other drivers.
And that's fun. We've done some multiplayer streams in Bus Sim 18, and it is amusing for an hour or so.
Yeah.
Driving in buses, in convoy, and jumping on each other's buses and stuff. But there's just no longevity to that game. It's just a bit sort of boring and a bit too cartoony for me.
Yeah. The scenery's not great.
But we've got The Bus coming out this year from TML, which does promise multiplayer. So it'll be interesting to see how that does. Obviously, 2 weeks' time I was supposed to be at TML. I've postponed that now till later in the summer. So I do plan on still going out there this year. Hopefully. So,
What's somebody call depending on it, what did somebody call it the other day? The Lagerlurgy.
yeah.
So I thought it's got to be.
Right, I've got to make sure I don't fall over again. And I've still got no fuel. There's a fuel station just up here, though.
Is Insomnia still going ahead, do you know?
Don't think so. I think the
Wouldn't think
Easter
so.
one's cancelled, but there's normally one at August Bank Holiday as well.
Yeah.
Get ready to turn right.
So I think the August Bank Holiday one will be busy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's quite cool having the truck petrol pumps over here. My favourite coach in Fernbus or Tourist Bus that's been released for me are the new Scanias. I love the way they sound, but could be something interesting coming up.
Turn right.
Okay, turn right. What the hell? Where are you going? Yeah, other side of the road. Yeah, the Skyliner is a bit of a pain. Have you not driven the VDL 143? That thing is absolutely huge.
It's nasty.
My only comment with the Skyliner is the fact that you can't look up because you've got a restricted view, which is no different to driving a double-decker or a truck, but it just feels so restrictive after driving every other coach in Fernbus or Tourist Bus. Yeah, SimHub. I can't say much about that, but I know some news on that. Well, I did ask permission to be able to share details on it, but there's a bit of a hiccup with TML, so I should find out early next week more on that. That's all I can say. So unless you know my relationship and what I do for TML, that's pretty much it.
So stay tuned.
So stay tuned for more news, and there will be some. As soon as I can bring you news on it, I will, and I can't wait to. Right, coming into Vellico Tarnovo. I don't know if it's taken me the right way. I'm guessing it has. This happened last time, didn't it? I ended up going to the wrong place at the end because I didn't reset my nav.
No trucks coming.
So we'll see where we end up. Yes, obviously from TML we've got Holland and Belgium are going to be the next map. They've confirmed those. So that's going to be more map and plenty more to come. Am I singing to traffic lights like I do in OMSI? No. I only started doing that in OMSI because I'm trying to fill the time.
Do that in your car too. I'll send you snap.
I do it in the car. Yeah. And also do the break. I was in Discord voice for some of these guys driving back from somewhere once, and I did that, and they all creased up laughing because they didn't realise I actually did.
I can imagine you doing that when you've got a passenger in the car that doesn't know that you do this.
It has been a thing. And I did get a look, and I had to explain the whole thing then. It's all flipping Chaos's fault. And the roundabout. Oh god, Sam's on 34.2k now. That's a pint and 2/3. Oh, damn it. Yeah, for those wondering, I promised Sam that for every 20,000 points, because he didn't know what to do with these Twitch points you get, and I said for every 20,000 points he gets, I'll buy him a pint at the Flight Sim show at Cosford in October. And
better hope that's not postponed.
well, yeah, because it won't be by then.
More.
And so far he's on a pint and 2/3. Oh, that's a corner. So it's a good idea if you are watching this on YouTube, try and catch some of the Twitch streams if you can. As I said, over the next few weeks I will try and put as many of those out on YouTube as I can, so that you can see what we get up to in the live streams. So generally it's some trucking on a Friday, some flying on a Sunday afternoon, and some flying on a Wednesday night, with the occasional something on a Saturday night as well. And to give you guys something more to watch, I will try and put those out on YouTube.
Get ready to turn.
Just realised just how mad we are.
My favourite plane in real life, DC-3. The sounds of the engines, you can't beat the sound of a Radial, and the looks of it. It's just an awesome plane, and it did so much during the war, and there's still planes flying that were in the war. And yeah, it's one plane I've not flown in X-Plane. Yeah, 2 pints this year, 10 pints next year, says Sam. I'm patient enough. It'll be on this year. You know, China's starting to get back to normal now after 3 months. Flight restrictions have been lifted. Travel restrictions have been lifted. Cheers, New Sim Hub. I said firm I work for does some work at Heathrow, and my boss is up there on Wednesday, and although the airport was dead, there was a few flights to China, and it was absolutely ram-packed with people getting these flights to China. So 3 months time, and we're actually locking ourselves down to try and restrict the spread, as the rest of the world seems to be. They've sort of learnt from Italy and China. And
I think with China is though they take like I've tested everybody.
Yeah. And I think by locking everybody down and doing what we've done, I think it will stop the spread, and hopefully in less than 3 months, things are back to normal. Always and forever the 757 for you, Sam. Nice. And GS Allen, good evening. We'll have a reflection over this at Cosford when you buy me my drinks. Indeed we will, Sam.
Go straight.
You know,
Right, I'm going to pull up over here.
we have plans for Easter to try and do some stuff. There's plans to do the convoy in the park, which was August time, so that still might happen. But I think the next thing to look forward to is going to be Cosford at the Flight Sim show. And I'm going to make it a couple of night affair this time. Right, I don't know how far away I am, but I didn't think it was this far. I'm actually scared to look at the map now, in case I'm like approaching Switzerland or something. I'll check tab.
Well, the three of us are here.
Okay. Well, it didn't put me back far from the twisty road. So by the time you came up the twisty road, we should be fine. Australia still isn't testing anyone unless they've been overseas or come in contact with a confirmed case. Well, yeah, there's no testing here. It's if you've got the symptoms, lock yourself away for 14 days.
Yeah. That's what I say. The difference with China was though they tested everybody, and they had a system that if you had a fever, then you needed more testing, and they put you in a gym with the other people who were in the same situation. It was just completely different because they could do that kind of thing.
Yeah. Right, I'm at Carlovo now.
Yeah.
Third exit.
So I think if people are sensible and only go out when they absolutely have to,
Exit now.
and take precautions, then you're not going to spread.
But people are stupid.
Yeah. I'm quite lucky that I'm quite happy to spend my time sat indoors.
It's like all this business about social distancing. Yeah, everybody's crammed into the supermarket.
Well, yeah, that was mentioned that, you know, you're telling people to social distance, and yet there's hundreds of people queuing, you know, back to back to get into the supermarket, breathing all over each other. If one of those people's infected, half the queue's going to be infected.
Exactly. And then everybody crams into the supermarket. You've got a supermarket packed full of people. It's just, no.
But you don't get any choice. It says, I tried to book an online delivery, 3 weeks. There's no bookings. You try and book a click and collect delivery, no bookings. So they tell you to get it delivered to home. You can't.
You can't.
So the only option is to go to the supermarket. You go to the supermarket and it's packed.
Turn left.
Yeah, which is what I need to say to people. Right, so many years in, when you come out, when somebody comes out, we'll let the next lot of you in. It's just, it's going to be a pain in the butt. Yeah, sure, but
I'm going to make use of my local corner shop, because the couple of times I've been in there so far, they've had what I wanted to last a few days, and he's got regular deliveries. It might be slightly more expensive than a supermarket, but
as long as you don't put his prices up, that's fine.
well, if he does, then if it's not by astronomical amounts, then I'd still rather go there knowing there's 1 or 2 people in the store.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can walk there whenever I like, pick up a loaf of bread, pint of milk, something out the frozen section, a couple of tins, and away I go. Emil, thank you very much for the follow.
My local shop's got more toilet roll than Tesco's and Morrison's put together.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I should be doing that tomorrow morning. I should be wandering down there, getting some bits and pieces that my folks want, and I won't go anywhere near a supermarket.
Yeah. Apparently, somebody who lives in Australia said that some places over there you can't even use cash. It's possible, or you kept your debit card or
They're saying
money
here,
card or nothing.
yeah, use contactless payment if you can,
Yeah.
to stop
Yeah,
having to
that's
hand money to the cashier.
Yeah.
Again, yep, agree with that.
Yeah. Oh, look, I have no problem with anything that's been done at the moment.
Right, I'm in Purdop. I don't know whereabouts in Purdop you guys are.
Because we're in Purnick, so you better not be in Purdock.
Let me check them out.
Oh dear.
Well, no, I set the place to the right place, I think. I know why. I thought no, it's fine. I thought it reset me to the road outside where the quarry was. It didn't. It sent me to Pleven. So I've got to go all the way around. I'm now at Purdop. So if you guys want to head north,
Well, Sophia.
towards Sophia, we'll meet up in Sophia. I'll set the little petrol station just off the motorway at Sophia. Time you guys get there, I'll get there.
Here we go.
Petrol station. Oh, there.
I reset my navigation. I'll just set it to Sophia.
You've got the
Sophia Loren, yeah.
go.
You haven't seen toilet paper on a shelf for about a month, says Larwood. Oh no, it's in my local shop.
This is Aussie though. This has just gone mad with toilet paper and people having fights over it.
I still don't get how that was the first thing people thought of.
Neither do I.
Not okay.
Food, I can understand.
Yeah,
but
tin food, pasta, rice. Yeah. Oh God, we're going to run out of toilet paper.
yeah. It's like no. Just.
I just use my hands.
Well, again, there are alternatives that you can use,
Yeah.
but
Newspaper. But,
Yeah.
You know,
Go straight.
I don't get that.
Get ready to turn left.
You know,
It's like-
I don't use toilet roll, so it's not a big issue.
Turn left.
so I don't get it. I don't get how that was the first thing that everyone panic bought. And there's going to be so much of it for sale on eBay when all this is over, because people have bought like 2 years' supply.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. And you get it dirt cheap because everybody will be trying to sell it. It's like people have got, like 3 years worth of toilet paper. It's like, okay.
It's because there's a rumour
That's the
on Facebook says Larwood, that we got toilet paper from China and they stopped manufacturing. But it's not. It's made everywhere. And allegedly, before the facts are out, a lot of Australians thought it was similar to the SARS virus, which apparently required much toilet roll. Oh, okay. The brown
Yeah, but
rain.
that much?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was mostly the fact that most people thought it was made in China. No, it's something like 10% of our toilet paper is made in China, the rest is made here.
Oh, yeah. The rumours. That's why I just stopped looking at Faceache.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just full of idiots posting stuff anyway. But, you know, everyone's saying, you know, don't panic buy, don't panic buy. Yeah, you're still seeing it in shops.
Yeah.
People just going, oh, I'm ignoring that.
That's the thing. People will just ignore it. The ones who are going to do it are going to do it regardless.
Yeah. Oh, and China did have a shortage, apparently.
Yeah, they did, but, you know, we didn't.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, there is a shortage because they locked everywhere down so they couldn't get in anywhere.
No.
I'm just looking forward to the day when all the people who are panic buying stuff don't need to go to the supermarket anymore because it'll be dead quiet then.
Yeah. So I think the next couple of weeks when they realise that they've got everything, there's going to be a point when you go, actually, do we need any more?
Yeah.
And when, you know, hopefully in the next few weeks that the government then turns around and says, right, you know, we're beating this, cases are dropping off, you know, that there is an end, things will get back to normal, and they're going, oh crap, I've got 4 chest freezers in my living room full of frozen food. What are we going to do with this when it's all over? And one of the guys I work with went out and bought an extra fridge and an extra freezer. And he's filled it. So, why? And he said, he came in and said, oh, in the last week we spent nearly £500 on food. It's just him and his wife.
Why? Why?
I've spent no more than I normally do.
Exactly, neither have we. It's like, actually, we've spent less because stuff we've gone to get hasn't been here.
Well, I've been going through the freezer. Going, right, actually, what can I use out of the freezer where I wouldn't normally? Yeah, because he's a pillock. Exactly, Larwood. But it's not the only one. So one of the guys from work went into Curry's to buy a new Hoover, and the white goods section was empty because people have been going in and buying the freezers and freezers off display and offering to pay more than their value to take them and just, you know, chuck them in the boot.
People would be loving that.
Yeah, and just chuck them in the boot of their cars because they want extra freezers to stock up.
Oh well, that's all right because, like I say, at some point they were the ones who aren't going to be going to the supermarket, so the places will be dead quiet.
Yeah.
It's like this toilet paper business. All the companies that make it, yeah, they're making a crap load at the moment. But eventually the demand will drop off and it'll be lower than what it was beforehand because everybody's got tons of it.
It's like you can't buy cleaning products, you can't buy hand sanitizer. It's just all these things that people just not just buying enough. Actually, there's 2 of us in the house. We need a couple of bottles of that. It's no, I want 6 cases of that.
Exit right.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you don't. Okay, so I'm approaching the
Exit right.
petrol station now.
Keep left.
I hope I am, because I've been looking at my temperature gauge thinking it's my fuel gauge, and I'm empty.
Oh,
Oh,
I see a green dot.
Did I just go the wrong? Did I just go the wrong way?
You've
did,
gone
yeah.
under
I
the
did.
bridge.
Then exit right.
Damn
And
it.
it did as well.
Yeah.
Exit right.
I think it'll be going off
Steve?
off frame.
That was good timing, mate.
No, that's not bad. Right, so yeah, I'll get some fuel while I'm here. Because this is a thirsty old beast.
Please make a
No,
U-turn
he's coming.
when possible.
I'll just go down the off ramp. On ramp.
Never mind. I'll find a new
Just go in the exit at the petrol station, it's fine.
When possible, make a U-turn.
When possible, make a U-turn. Okay, full of juice. Let's pull out. I trust Mandy to come in the correct way.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
There's always one. Right, let's pull up down here then.
Keep
Your
left.
local Asda has been bought out of Spam. Again, people are thinking that we need to buy this long-term food. So I think there'll be a comeback of all these old-fashioned, you know, like tin pies and Spam. I got a tin of Spam. Have I got a tin of Spam? Still got a tin of Spam downstairs. People will be buying this stuff that they can keep in the fridge for, or keep in the cupboard for like the next 8 years. And it could be good. It could be, you know, get kids cooking. You know, start people, rather than go out to restaurants and cafes, people are going to go, actually, what would we cook? So it could be a good thing. Right. Right then. So we're here at Sophia Loren. Oh, that looks twisty road.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
So straight north of here then. So if we go to... Where should we go?
We can go to Pleasant or
I was thinking...
Krabiara.
Yeah, if we go
Crayola.
to Krabiara. Let's set that. That's going to take us down that twisty little road.
So I'm garage there. Good.
Let's get this job
I'll
done.
be back in a minute with the little bullsman.
Okay. So yes, if you got this far on YouTube, go to Crayola, and you're enjoying watching this. So we're always happy to have new people join us. So we do put a link in the Discord server. Hopefully, well, generally a few days before, sometimes the morning of, as to what time we're going to start, where from, and in what sort of truck. But we always start from the place where we got to last time. So wherever we end up tonight is where we'll start from next time. And so I might try and do a couple of trucking streams a week. You know, could do one in ETS2 and then one in ATS. So might do that. They left the Prince's lunch and meat and took all the Spam. I don't mind a bit of lunch and meat personally. So wait for Blinky to return and we'll carry on our way. But yeah, I'm doing the reverse of people panic buying. I'm just going through my freezer. And the stuff that I've had in there for the last 6 months, I'm going, oh, I may as well have that now. So when it is all over, I'm going to have loads of room in my freezer. I found stuff in my cupboards that I never knew I had. So the only thing I'm going to need to buy really is like bread and milk, which is your bare essentials. Thankfully I'm alcohol free at the moment, so I'm not worried about that. Because that would be difficult, I should imagine. Right, so we'll make our way northwards when Blinky has returned from powdering his nose. Not sure how far he's gone to powder his nose. I thought we had an ensuite. Now we got to go straight over here. Yes, we have. So I'm going to end up being in the wrong lane. So I better just start making my way. I don't want to go down to the roundabout again. You guys are going to have to overtake me anyway. Come on, Blinky. Right, you guys go. We'll Blinky can catch up. Right, so there goes Roxy. There goes Manly. And here comes Larwood. Okay, reset track out. I'm looking. There we go. So yes, onwards. 2:05 in the morning. So So hopefully we should start seeing daylight. Yeah, interesting junction. Yeah. I got a bit confused coming up to it. Right, Blinky's back with us.
I'm back.
One nose powdered.
Wasn't just me nose.
Talcum powder everywhere. Right, onwards we go. So it's a shame we're not actually getting to see the map.
Yeah.
And we say this every week, but it's because of the time zones, I think, in Truckers MP and the way they're set, that it is always going to be night time because of the time we do this.
And they made the skybox darker.
The second exit.
That way. Oop, that way.
Exit now.
Oh, that's interesting. Actually, the place where my trailer wants to go is just up here, but it's not going there.
I'm supposed to go to Scandinavia somewhere.
Yeah, turning right up here is where my trailer wants to be. But it's going straight past. Right, up onto the twisty bits then. Oh, break. I'm impressed with this truck. Never really used the MANs much. I don't think they're as bad as the Ivecos. Also, mine was a Majestic because it wasn't licensed when I first started playing this, which then became obviously Mercedes when they got the license.
This might take some time.
No, it'll be fine. Is that Blinky caught up already?
Yeah. You guys are slow down the police, but so I managed to catch up.
I do like the fact that someone has put the time and effort into doing these twisty roads.
Mm.
Quite interesting to know. I don't know if they have put anything out on actually how they make the maps. You know, is someone responsible for a certain distance? Is someone responsible for a whole area? So who decides? I know they base or try and base it loosely on like Google Maps and True Earth and stuff. But who decides what extra little bits of scenery put in? It'd be quite interesting to sort of find that out. Hopefully, when I go to TML, I'll find out how they do theirs.
Yeah. I think they say to somebody, right, do this bit. You're responsible for this bit, or your team's responsible for this bit. Somebody would do the road, somebody would do the trees, somebody would do the buildings. Try and make it look as much as real as possible, close to real life as possible. That's why I like watching Bricks at Home doing his stuff for ProMods, because he actually shows you how he does it.
That's quite cool.
Yeah, a whole series on how he actually did certain parts of it.
But it is, I don't know, you can't say it feels real, but it does feel quite immersive.
Yeah, it's good looks good.
Yeah. Still not sure about the opening windows thing. I could have done that when I tried ATS today.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. I've got the beta installed.
Greetings, Trucker Steve. Taking a delivery to my local Tesco. If your local Tesco is somewhere near the Black Sea, possibly, and they've ordered a large cable reel.
I was going to say if they're running a cable reels.
And Smiley
Shit,
Tom,
man.
thank you very much for the host.
We could have done that. Add that mod that gives you all the Tesco trailers.
That's true, yeah. Delivering toilet rolls to Tesco.
Like the Christmas event, just big toilet rolls.
Yeah. Actually, if that was the only twisty bit of that road, it wasn't that twisty. But it's all it needs is the slightest bend and I fall over. So. Alright, then to roundabout. I just love the lighting effects on this. So for a stock game with no mods, it still looks really, really good.
Take the first exit. Exit now.
Oh,
Awesome. Pretty damn good looks for the price. What got me?
well, for again, the bang for the buck, you know, the money you can spend on this, you know, a fiver, or whatever it is normally, the hours of gameplay you get for that sort of money, it is one of those games that everyone should just have it. It's how have you not got ETS2? You can play it with a keyboard, you can play it with an Xbox controller, PlayStation controller, you can use the joystick, you can use the steering wheel.
You can use your mouse as a joystick too.
Yeah. I started off with an Xbox controller and absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I've still got my PS4 controller.
Turn left.
I don't know if Lar would still use his keyboard. He used to.
It's probably to replace it 5 times. It's worn all the keys out.
Reset me. Oop, headset. There we go. It'll be quite cool when we get the opening windows. So add a bit of extra sound. And when that new sound mod comes in, that's going to be quite cool. Well, sound enhancement pack, or whatever it's called. Although the video they played with that, I didn't notice much difference.
You can, yeah. I'm gonna turn the engine sounds down a bit, turn the environment sounds up a wee bit, so that when you put it down, you can actually hear outside and
Yeah.
hear like the traffic and stuff. Because there's so many things you can adjust on that.
Larwood's had the same keyboard for about 10 years. Blimey. With a slightly worn W key.
Yeah.
Can you play with a hands-free controller? Hands-free? No.
No, wouldn't think so. No, because you have to map all. You got to map all sorts of buttons everywhere.
There's quite a lot of buttons to map. Some of which you can still do on the keyboard. But I have some
Yeah,
mapped to
which
the
is
button
what I
box,
use.
some to the steering wheel, and some to the gear stick.
Yeah, I've got some mapped to the controller, the important ones, and then just use the keyboard for the rest. So, even got the D-pad modded so that that does various bits and pieces too, for like the lights and the
Yeah, I got my
wipers.
lights set up on the button box.
Yeah, the lights and wipers set on the for the D-pad. Left and right and up and down is up, down, down. Up is to cycle through the views, and down is to go to the map.
You've robbed the legend off about 7 of the keys. You got just 7 black keys. I suppose that's W, A, S and D and a couple of others. I had a change of plans, says Liam. I didn't go to Morrison's, I went to a local corner shop. Got a bottle of Pepsi Max, Calypso, lemonade, pineapple, peach and limeade, Monster Munch and Jaffa Cakes. Well, that's actually quite good, Liam, because you're keeping the local corner shop going.
Yep.
Again, that's what I'm doing. As much shopping as I can get over the next however long this is will be done through my local shop. because it's just not worth the hassle of going to the major supermarkets. I can't see my car being used for a while.
That's one thing that's a bonus. If we get something out the back that I know I need, I just grab one and go and buy it before it goes on the shelf.
Well, yeah, that is the perk of working in that environment. You'd almost put your whole week shopping to one side and then just buy it on the way out.
Done that.
E, C and T are worn out. No idea why T. Why would T be worn out?
I would imagine that P, O, R, and N would be worn out.
Yeah, when I worked at Tesco's many years ago, yeah, we used to be able to get stuff. So, yeah, stuff we knew was either reduced. We'd reduced it and then take it out the back and put it in the fridge, and then just buy it reduced on the way out. And then stuff you
products
wanted.
as well.
Yeah, new things that come in or things you're getting low on. You just stash it out the back.
Yeah, new stuff. Oh, I've got to try that. Oh, I'll go buy some now.
Go straight.
So we've got this really nice chocolate milk that comes from up north, and it's so good. And everybody was, we couldn't stock enough of it. So the first time we got the chocolate milk, and it was like, I'm going to buy some of that.
Yeah, before it goes on the shelf.
It's so good because it's made. There's a company here that makes its own chocolate, and it's
Go straight.
objectively, in my opinion, it's better than Cadbury's chocolate. It's locally made, and they use that to make the milk with. They actually
nice.
put the real chocolate in the milk. Oh, it's so good.
Keep right. And then continue straight.
Yeah, and Liam, I can understand, again, for elderly people or people with anxiety, going to a smaller shop is a lot better because you're not surrounded by loads of people, which is why I said they're giving the first hour over in most of the supermarkets to elderly people so that they
And
can
health
go without
workers
being
too.
bashed about. But I think people are still ignoring that and trying to go at 8 o'clock in the morning, where they've said, well, no, it's the first hour for elderly people.
Yeah, they're going to have for elderly people and NHS workers.
Yeah.
After that woman posted that video the other day.
I think Nightbots or Rhythm Bots died again. Right, so I see a green dot in front of me and a green dot behind me. That doesn't normally happen. It's slightly concerning.
Keep him to slow down. Keep catching you up. Keep him to slow down.
I want to hear music again.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people queuing up in Asda in Hull at 6:05 this morning, despite the fact everyone's telling you not to do it.
We've had queues at work outside at 7:30 in the morning. Not just there.
You know, they're reducing their opening hours, which is great. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I think it will calm down once people have got everything and know that it's going to be a couple of months, and they won't need 8 months supply of toilet roll or 3 years supply of fish fingers. That they'll stop.
And then the supermarkets will be dead.
Because
I mean, an ongoing pandemic or not, 3 years of fish fingers is always good.
Right.
I think, as I said, one thing that's posted earlier on was supermarkets lock up their trolleys. Get people to have baskets only. So you can only buy what fits in your basket. Done. I never shop with a basket. So Blinky obviously got very bored behind me.
And then exit right.
No.
Pull in for a vehicle inspection. Brake.
Whoa!
Exit right.
See, where did that get you, Mr. Speedy?
It's just about in the back of Larwood. I just did the turn slightly.
I love it when you get people just fly past you out on on the roads, and then you come up to set of traffic lights and they're just there in front of you, and you go, see, what did I get you? Pass inspection, press enter. 50 tons gross weight. Fat Fighter 0 come. Okay, through I go. Border control now. Check my papers. Hope the ink's dried.
At your secret magazines.
Oh, they're hidden.
That's why they're secret.
Yeah. Checking my documents. There we go. Everything's in order. Phew.
Must have been a good 4G window.
Yeah. We've got a little mirror out over there. What the? Hang
What's
on.
going on here, Roxy?
So they're looking at... Whatever they're supposed to be looking at with their mirror is, I think, is a trailer. But the trailer isn't there. So there's just these boxes floating in the air that they're looking at with a mirror. That's quite amusing. Oh, I see a blue dot.
I'm really liking this tuning pack that they just released.
I haven't looked at that yet. I must get that.
No, I've got it, but I haven't put anything on.
Yeah, they look really good.
Yeah, it did look good from the video.
You need more lights.
More like lights. He's got a lot of lights. Yeah, definitely liking this truck. Obviously, it struggled a bit with the train, and until it decided to have a bit of a laydown. But doing okay with this now. I see green dots down there, so I'm not that far behind. So Crayola is where we are.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
I actually don't mind the indicator noise either.
Get ready to turn left.
Get ready to turn left.
Turn left.
Right, so we're on tab. Yep, all still there.
At the roundabout.
Okay, slightly wide
take
approach
first
into the
exit.
roundabout.
Exit now.
There's constant fear of the thing falling over.
Left. Then turn left.
Whoa.
Okay, that light might be slightly
Turn
red.
left.
Did you jump on your screen, Roxy?
Yeah, I went up the curve a little bit.
Keep right. And then turn right.
Is it snowing for anyone else?
Turn
No,
right.
you got the winter mod on.
Nope.
No.
It just Truckers MP does that.
Got the window open and says Larwood. Yeah.
It knows I'm used to it.
Exactly, it wants to make you feel at home. Yeah. Okay, another slightly red light. Oh, it's just changing as I got towards it, so that's lucky.
Go straight.
Right, so here's the home garage. We got to a lot quicker than I thought we would.
Get ready to turn right.
So we'll see where else we can trek onto.
Turn right.
Do I own this? I think I do.
I do, because I've been here before. What are you doing, Medley?
Rear wheel steering really got me.
Oh, shit.
Do you want to buy the garage?
I'll get me
Yes.
trailer, get me trailer stuck.
I might be here for a while.
So I'm not risking going in and turning around. I'll just reverse back over this side.
Yeah, we have the same trailer, don't we?
Yeah, rear wheel steer for the win.
Right, for truck.
Alright, let's pull up down here.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
I was swinging my drink. Right, so we made it to Creo. And that depends on... Bucharest sounds like a good place to finish, doesn't it? That's got to be a thing. Is there a...
Bucharest.
there's a home garage on the north side of the town by the looks of things.
Bucharest. Where goes?
Let's book a test in Bucharest. Well, that's good. It's taking me around the south side of the city as well to get there. Right, so we'll go Craiova to Bucharest. And then there's still plenty more bits of this that we haven't actually explored down the south. So we've got a bit more exploration to do.
Sitting down.
This guy's contacting with me.
Who's he getting annoyed with?
My trailer.
Yeah, pull up.
He wasn't happy, was he? Home garage on the north side. Yes, Larwood. Right, so there goes Larwood.
Let's go get past.
Wait for Roxy. There we
So
go.
where are we going?
Bucharest.
Bucharest.
Home
Let's go
garage.
on the north side of Bucharest.
So that'll be our end point for tonight when we get there. Oh, damn it, I need fuel. This thing's pretty bloody thirsty.
I thought I put that in
Could be because you're towing around a huge trailer.
It might have something to do with it.
Got 19,000 miles in this truck.
Blimey. And the many in this, 1600. So I think I designed this from new, because that's about what we've done tonight then. So it must be a brand new truck tonight. No, it wasn't. No, it was one. No, it wasn't. It was one I used before.
Yeah, yeah. This is one of my ones that I used when I first. Might be the first one I ever had actually. I've just doled it up over time. Yeah, it's done 19,000 miles.
Quick lick of paint and it'll be fine.
I prefer to sniff it personally.
Yeah, licking it's not good. Oh, you can get that biodegradable stuff now, so that tastes slightly better.
There's that guy, yeah. The old preschool paint that's made of flour.
Yeah. Varnish is much better. Yeah, it sort of just ends up with a varnished tongue then,
Just a nice sheen.
and you can't taste anything for a while.
That looks good though.
It does look good. Stick your tongue out. Oh, is that yacht varnish? Does anyone else miss the beautiful Turkish traffic lights? Yes.
Yeah.
I wish they were everywhere because they were
They
stunning.
were so cool. But it's a bonus too, because if you're coming up to it and you can't see the light, you just look at the pole.
Yeah. Why aren't they everywhere? I'm running out of fuel again. I don't think I've ever filled up. This has been my fourth time of filling up in an hour and a half. Ron Seal's quick dry and wood stain. Does exactly what it says on the tin.
Stuff again. It's not obviously Australian, so Kevin's Equinic.
I just realized I have 3 GPSs in this truck.
3? Oh, you got the extra one, the normal one, and then one in the dash.
Yeah. I shouldn't get lost.
Well, unless they've all been programmed by Chaos.
Exactly.
In which case, you wouldn't know where to go.
No.
There's no way you can mess up 3 times.
Well, no, this is Chaos.
Well, it's chaos. Whoa! What the hell? It's close.
And the sun's coming up. It's when a lot of these games just look so good at sunrise and sunset. This, Fernbus, X-Plane, it's an awesome time of day.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit
It's
now.
one of like the Natural Lux mod, because I've redone all the skyboxes and sunset and sunrise looks so much better. Even as good as this looks, it still looks so much better.
If OMSI looked like this,
The Obviously will never look like this.
Yeah.
You can
Well,
bind the key
there's,
to change the zoom on the dash GPS. Yeah,
Damn it, wrong way.
I've done that.
Not that one.
That
Not
one.
that one. Not that one.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
Exit
there's
now.
a mod for OMSI that makes it look a bit better. Just increases the contrast and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Keep left.
Sam says the sunrise of London X-Plane 11 this morning was something else. Yeah, it does look pretty epic, doesn't it?
Turn left. Recomputing.
Oh, I thought there was a fuel station here.
Yeah, that's point. I'm pretty much running on empty.
Keep right.
Oh, Blinky went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Quite ironic since he was making fun of chaos.
Yeah. I'm trying to back off because I haven't got much fuel. Oh god, we're on a motorway now.
Solve it.
Oh, there was a fuel station down here somewhere.
Just go random.
There's a
Think
bed.
You better hope that annoyed guy doesn't pull up behind you.
No, it's gone the way you guys are going.
Oh, fuel station. Sam says, I remember when I first started playing games and simming, never thought we'd be lucky enough to be here with all this awesomeness. I can't wait to see what the next couple of years brings.
Okay, let's find a new route. Turn left.
Hang on, why
Okay.
put... That's really cruel, game. So you put a petrol station there that you can see as you're driving down the motorway, but you can't get to it. That's evil.
Yeah, you can get to it.
No, there's X's there. You can get to this one, but not the other one.
Oh, right, I see what you mean.
There's another one down there. Evil game. Oh, come on. Alright, fill up then. So much fuel this thing's used. Nearly a 400 litre fuel tank. If that was the case, I had 4 litres left. Which wouldn't have got me very far.
How many beacons do you have on that
There's a
light bar on the bottom?
There's only a couple.
I can count at least 50.
Of a dozen.
How do we get back out on the motorway over there?
Damn steering wheel steering.
Turn right. Wow, it was literally straight out onto the motorway. Right, onwards. Hopefully now we've got enough fuel to get us to the end destination. I'm out in the front now. This is uneasy. I'm not happy with this. Yeah, truck's gone well, other than the fact it drinks fuel at an alarming rate.
Sounds like an actual truck.
Yeah, although not exactly been pulling the lightest of loads. So it's not just X-Plane, you play petrol bingo then. That's the 4th time I've filled up, Sam. I filled up before the stream, and that's the 3rd time on stream I've filled up in an hour and 40 minutes. But yeah, I did check and put fuel in before we started, but it just uses a lot.
Keep right.
So in jets tomorrow, some flying. So hopefully got enough fuel in that. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, that jet flight may very well appear on
The third exit.
YouTube as well. If not, you can go back on Twitch and watch them for 3 months. Yeah, good thing they don't fall out of the sky when they run out. No, exactly. Well, a bit like a truck. You can coast a truck for a bit, you can coast a plane for a bit. But slightly less advisable to have not enough fuel in the plane.
I've heard it's
Yeah,
quite easy
exactly.
to turn a helicopter with no fuel. Since the wind just pushes on the propellers, keeping you like semi-steady.
Yeah, auto gyro. Not really a fan of the MAN trucks. Don't use them at all. I'm quite impressed with this actually. I don't use the MAN stuff a lot. I used to put this like below DAF,
Get ready to turn left.
but obviously Iveco being the worst for me. I quite like the
The helicopter would-
Renault T. That's quite nice. I don't mind the premium. Scania still at the top for me, with Volvo second. And then I think it'd be DAF. I'm not a fan of the Mercedes. They're too quiet.
Never mind the Mercedes.
You prefer the Mercs and DAFs if I'm not using a Scania. Yeah, I do like the DAF XF. That is nice. But yeah, Scania number one for me.
That's one of
If you're not suing the Scania or Volvo, yeah, probably not a good idea. I think you might lose a bit there, Sam. Right, so into Bucharest we come. We've got to go round the south of the city. So round the ring road and make our way to the home garage. I'd be really gutted now if when this does go up on YouTube that this gets copyrighted, considering we've gone out of the way to play non-copyright music.
Yeah, I think.
I'd try sucking Renault, okay, for the pure terribleness of their trucks creations. I think suing is what you're going for there. Are you turning into pineapple, Sam? Have you had any falling down water this evening? Is that a reason?
No, he doesn't actually
At
like
least-
sucking them.
At least it's not sucking man.
Well, that's true.
Well, yeah.
Can't spell suing either, apparently. No, you can't. Pineapple
Go
syndrome.
straight.
Yeah, I'm standing at pineapple. As he's absent. Yeah. Should we have a rota so when he's not here, someone has to be pineapple and just spell everything incorrectly? Sorry, absent. Yeah, exactly.
Keep left.
It's definitely a pretty hefty ring road around the outside of Bucharest.
Turn right.
Goes on much longer. I need to put more fuel in.
Oh, yeah.
Turn
Wolfie, thank you very much for the follow. So yes, don't forget, if you are watching this and you do have a fancy joining us on one of these trucking adventures, we'll try and post, or I'll try and post, ideally a few days before each trip, as to what sort of truck it's going to be and what time we're going to start. They will carry on from where we got to last time. So next time we're back in ETS2, it will carry on from here.
keep right.
But I will try and work something out
Turn right.
soon. So we'll do a couple of trucking streams a week.
Turn
And
left.
maybe even do one in ATS and one in ETS. And my truck's just stalled. Right, I'll pull up here and dump my load. I thought I was going to get kicked then if I had my headlights on because the truck's stalled. That is annoying when it does that. It's like, well, you know the truck's
Yeah.
stalled. Don't whinge at me. So we'll abandon the delivery.
Why are you telling me to do that?
So, buy this garage then and upgrade it. I really want to buy this garage. Yeah, why not? It's only money.
Well, I'm nearly there.
Upgrade. Still amazing how it upgrades while you're in the garage. It's just, the builders just have to work around you.
Yeah. Do you want me to return? No, you're fine.
Loads of money, indeed. to all. So my beacon's off now. Alright, so wait for Blinky. There he comes. So yes, we'll try and do some more trucking streams. I'll work out a schedule in the next few days as to what we can do. I'll try and stream as many nights of the week as I can. Maybe do sort of Monday to Saturday and do some streaming and work out a schedule of what that's going to be. And as much of that as I can will then put up on YouTube so that people on YouTube can see content that we do create that they don't normally get to see because it's only on Twitch. Okay, no one wanted to part between me and Larwood then.
Leave some space for Jesus.
Other gods are available. Let's go photo studio. Alright, let's take a slightly wide shot then. There we go. So there we are. We will end that there. We'll carry on from here, say next time. And we may need to head back down to Roos and then Pleven. And then still a couple of rows down the bottom here that we never quite got to. I never got to Pernick because of me. So I need to get back over there at some point. And we've got all this up here to explore as well. And we will end up trying to get back into Pro Mods at some point. There's a lot in Pro Mods. We haven't been over here as well to the new little bit of island. What's that called? Off the coast of Italy. Extra bit of island. We have been through it. I've been through there.
Yeah,
We have been through it, but not all of it. So there's plenty of maps that we still haven't covered. So plenty of stuff to do over the coming weeks and months. Next stream then from me, if you're watching this live, is going to be tomorrow afternoon. Back with some flying in X-Plane. And then try to do something on Monday night as well. So try and do a Monday to Saturday evening streams from next week. But I'll post details on the Discord server what that will be. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hope you've enjoyed the content. And we'll try and put some more trucking streams up as well. So my thanks to the man on my left, to Roxy. Thank you very much, Roxy. I might catch you tomorrow for some flying.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah, definitely be around tomorrow.
Absolutely fantastic. To my right, to Larwood. Thank you, Larwood. We'll catch you next Friday then, possibly for some trucking.
See you, mate.
G'day, mate. See you, mate. Chucking another shrimp on the bar, you mate. And to Larwood's right, it's is Blinky. Thank you, Blinky. We'll catch you at some point, well, next weekend then, hopefully. So there we go. And to Manly as well, who's now disappeared. Thank you, Manly. We'll hopefully catch you at some point soon for something else. So there we go. We'll end that there. Back tomorrow afternoon with some flying. Back very soon with some more content on YouTube. Have a great rest of your Saturday night and a great Sunday. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.